So if you already tried thinking, how can part 1 and part 2 be linked to part 3? Okay, so let's try. We will know that we need to integrate some algebra. Okay, so the algebra will come from the first part. So the first part should enable us to identify algebra. Okay, then the second one is a circle. So to facilitate the use of the second part, you will need to draw a circle, otherwise you cannot see. So I'm going to draw a circle. The circle doesn't look really like a circle. So can you see the circle doesn't really look like a circle? Okay, but I use PR as a diameter and it passes through M and N. Okay, doesn't matter, it doesn't look like a real circle, but by geometrical property, it is supposed to be a proper circle. Okay, and then right, I'm going to at this point I won't know whether I'm going to get alternate angle, interior angle, or corresponding angle. I won't know. I got to use my algebra. I got to use my circle to see whether what I can get. So eventually, right? Okay, you identify the parallel line first. If you identify the parallel line, maybe that will help you a bit. That means you cheat a bit. Okay, so from here, right, actually, right, what most people couldn't see is the angle in the same segment. A lot of people couldn't see that this and this are angle in the same segment. So these two are angle in the same segment in the red color circle. So it is the angle in the same segment, but belonging to the red circle. So maybe if I draw like that, you can see. So this is actually an X. So this is actually an X, and this contribute the corresponding angle. This contribute the corresponding angle. So these two behave like corresponding angle. Okay, so with the corresponding angle, I can prove parallel. But now you got to backtrack. You got to backtrack how are you going to explain it. So just now we started off with using part 1, but using part 1 to assign algebra. So I'm going to let the algebra. So you can say that it is from part 1, or you can say that it's tangent chord. That doesn't matter. So you started off with assigning the algebra. And then you found out that this M and P is also X because of angles in same segment. But the angles in the same segment is in the circle from your second part. So I think you will need to identify that you got it from the second part. Because there are two circles. You got the original circle, the second circle is the one that you prove in part 2. So you do need to mention that. And subsequently, right, you got to link these two angles. So M and P is equal to QPT equal to X. So these are the two contributing angles. These are the two that contribute as a corresponding angle. So by the converse of corresponding angle, okay, MN is parallel to QP. So that's how part 1 and part 2 will be helping you. So don't forget, okay, every part is supposed to lead you. And just for quoting this, right, you are getting 5 marks. Okay, if you can utilize part 1, if you can utilize part 2. So that is a sample question. A specimen paper is like a sample question. It's a sample question from O-level to show how you'll be tested for this topic called plane geometry.